Welcome into the first live episode of Tap In Eagle Post Masters. Thank you for everyone who joined into the watch party on Sunday that we did. It was me and Fernando there. This week we have our favorite reoccurring guest, Brandon Wheeler, joining us. So let's start there with Rory's repeat at the Masters. One of four golfers to repeat, along with Tiger, Nick Faldo, and Jack Nicklaus. What stood out about Rory's win for both of you?
Wow. I mean, first of all, thank you guys for having me on again. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank
I
you.
know what an incredible tournament. Masters, obviously, our Super Bowl in the golf world. So I know I was totally plugged in from Wednesday, from the par three, and basically never left watching the tournament. But what stood out to me, obviously, was Rory's dominance. In his earlier days, where there was always something that seemed like it would something kind of throw him off his game a little bit, and there was just nothing that could get him off. And it's cool to see a man that's has his game's matured a lot. So that was cool.
Yeah, he maintained a positive attitude throughout the whole tournament. Even when he made a double bogey on the last day on the fourth hole, he didn't seem too concerned. He said that he knew good things were lurking around the corner for him, and that's the mindset if you want to win. And Rosie was so close, and Scotty was so close, but obviously really cool to watch Rory stack up the majors since we know he should have way more majors by now.
Took advantage of the fact that he can go back to Augusta and play the course as much as he wants. He talked about how he did that the 3 weeks leading up, taking his nice little private jet up there for day trips, dropping his daughter off at school and going and picking her up and playing 27 holes at Augusta in between. He got a little dogged for that when he admitted that, but I mean that's just the perks of winning and playing there.
Yeah, it's also the perks too of having status. When you already have the exemptions and everything, where you're a top player. I mean, all of them really do have that right too. So, I think I saw something from Michael Kim that was talking about how he could have done the same exact thing, but Rory has already accomplished so much, so he set his sights on going back and prepping his game up for the Masters, beforehand. Where some of these guys had to maybe play in those Texas tournaments to get some more points.
Yeah, and Rory, like Ram had a private jet and he didn't. He had 3 weeks off and he didn't took advantage of that. He didn't take advantage of that. But that's golf. Like sometimes it's better, especially since Augusta was so firm and fast this year. I think that was really an advantage this year.
Rory just knows what to do to take advantage. So now the question is, how many more majors does Rory win now, having picked up this momentum back-to-back Masters?
Wow. I mean, that's I almost want to let Fernando go first so I could hear what he has to say. But
Yeah, I think he gets at least four more. Like
yeah.
he's on a streak right now. I mean, obviously Scotty's in the way because Scotty's always going to be tough to beat. He never gives up. He's relentless. I mean, even Rory, like he's not playing this week, and it's supposed to be a signature event. So maybe he's just resting again, or he's already prepping for the next major. I don't know, but the strategy is working. So I think at least 10.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably taking time to relax and enjoy that win, celebrate, do some celebrations. I don't know if you guys saw the videos from last year after he won, where he ran into a fan but there he was celebrating. It was cool, but
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
think I saw it like in a day club.
yeah. So that's cool to see the human part of him like that, because I feel like he's almost just he comes across almost like a robot. So it's cool to see that human side of him, and but yeah, I actually agree. I think 9 to 10. Um, I it seems like he went through that 10-year gap where he didn't win one, and then now it's almost like it just relit his fire. He learned obviously a lot, matured, grew, and I see him just continuing to win. He's still got what 15 more years probably playing on the PGA Tour, so there's no reason he can't do at least four more.
St. Andrews coming up in a couple of years for the Open. I'm sure he'll want to win there, and a couple of these U.S. Open courses also play well for his game. Somebody who needed a little more holes, Scotty Scheffler, the first player at the Masters since 1943 to go bogey-free on the weekend, but finishes one shot short as the betting favorite this last weekend.
Yeah, Scotty is he's the man. I know I saw something where he was criticizing some of the course setup on Friday, and that was probably the most interesting part of the weekend. I thought was him making that Sunday move, because I'm sure that CBS loved it too for ratings purposes, because it definitely made even the average golfer fan and people like us super excited to see his name and somebody take a charge and try to at least compete with Rory in that tournament.
Yeah, he criticized that it wasn't fair because it wasn't as firm on Friday afternoon as it was on Thursday afternoon. And then he was mad that he got a mud ball, just like Jordan Speed commented a few years ago. And I think like Augusta has the no maybe not 100% control, but maybe more control on the course that most of these tournaments have. And yeah, I think even with a 74, he was just one shot shy. But I think that putt on 17, that changed the whole game, and that's just golf.
The most painful outcome of the weekend was Justin Rose's top 5 finish. This is 5th top 5 finish at Augusta. Pretty much, I think he should be invited to the cocktails at the dinner, but maybe not the dinner at this point. It was just, he had the lead on the back 9, then Amen Corner just got to him. This is one of the best, most respectable players on tour, and he just always comes up short at Augusta, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was bummed out. I put a little wager on him, I think after Friday. So, and then I was offered a nice little payout, like when he was on the back making that charge, and I was like, no, I'll let it ride. I'll let him. And then he started to block every iron shot, and I'm like, oh man, that was a bad decision. But no, I mean, I would have loved to seen him win. That it just would have been a little bit of a better story, in my opinion. But he still just came up short. The way he takes care of his body is insane. I don't know if you guys have seen his RV that he has like a red light therapy tan bed and just all the like a cold plunge tub and just all these different things where he's like a lot of these NBA and NFL players will invest like $1 million into their body a year, and you see Justin Rose investing into his body. So I could see him being around for a while.
Yeah, and it's especially I think he's very gracious in defeat, and that's why he's still there every time, because he doesn't get himself down. He talks well about himself, about his game, even if he loses again and again. I think he's very strong mentally, and he's having fun out there, and he does it for the love of the game. And it was a little sad to see him stumble on Amen Corner and 3 putt on 13, but he definitely be back.
How about anybody else who finished T12? Anybody who finished T12 is welcome back next year. For me, it was really Max Homa. This is 3rd straight top 12 finish, and the way he's been playing, where he hasn't had a lot of wins lately, he's proved that he can play well at Augusta these last couple of years. Yeah,
that's a good question. Yeah, I agree with you on Max Homa. Another one, Jake Knapp. I thought that was awesome to see him, because I really have liked him a lot this year, and his game's been trending in the right direction. So that was cool to see him. He just kind of looks like a superstar to me. So that impressed me.
Yeah, those two guys are so cool. I think maybe for me was Sam Burns, because he was playing not so well in the final day, but then started making a huge charge. Made one of the best putts I've ever seen on 16. Just a little short, but he's definitely close.
Before we move on to the event this week, let's quickly touch on Cam Young as well. Best finish at the Masters for him, T3, was in that last group with Rory, and it was looking after that Saturday round that he was putting on the green jacket.
Yeah, and what's crazy too is I know he was a lot of people's favorites coming into the week, and so he had like a little bit of that pressure, I think, and he got off to a slow start, And then, you look back, I think Thursday didn't play too well. Friday was kind of, he started trended back. And then on Saturday, just played lights out. I thought it was great for his confidence. And I think he's going to win a major this year.
Yeah, to me, I mean, obviously he played great, but I thought like Cameron Young was longer. Like no disrespect, but Rory was out driving him every time.
Yeah, I mean, Rory had a 350-yard drive on hole 13. I'm still thinking about every day. So, I mean,
yeah, that probably comes with playing a little bit freer. Like he's already won there, so he's got that confidence. I don't know, but yeah, it is insane.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, biggest surprise to you who missed the cut this weekend?
Yeah, 100% Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest name for sure. And yeah, I had a few different wages too with him, like top 10, and I think what was he, like the number 2 or 3 in the betting odds to win it. So
him and Rom were second best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's been playing so good on LIV, and just it's. I was listening to him talk on the Wednesday par 3. He was like, yeah, if my irons and putter is working, then I've got a good chance. So I was definitely surprised by that, and a little bit crushed. So
yeah, that's great because his team name is called the Crushers.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody was surprised. I think his bunker game like killed him mentally. But I mean, if he works a little bit on that, he has a great chance at the PGA still. It's just maybe the course it gets to him a little bit, or the pressure of winning that tournament in particular, just like Rory. But he will eventually fade out of it.
Yeah, I almost like, obviously Terrell Hatton played lights out. He had a top 5 or so.
Yeah.
So I can't say it's all LIV guys, but I'm like, it made me think about how the conditions on LIV compared to PGA Tour courses are. They set them up a little bit softer, and you could be way more aggressive on LIV than maybe on some of the PGA Tour. Who knows if that had anything to do with it? But it just crossed my mind.
They definitely did talk about how with how firm it was, how that could play a factor.
But I think for what I heard, it was even firmer than normal Augusta tournaments.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have pros out here saying this is the hardest it's ever played. So
yeah.
I mean,
and Rory was like 12 on there. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I honestly, what the disappointment for me was that the going into the weekend, him not shooting under par and still winning. It was, but he played so lights out on Thursday and Friday that he still obviously had to battle to get into win that tournament. But I wish there was a little bit more of a fight towards the end, besides just Scotty being there.
Yeah, because even Scotty struggled the first 2 days because of the conditions. So I don't think it had to do anything to do with LIV. It's just like I think it's hard to find a course with that conditions in the world to practice.
It only gets harder for the PGA Tour. 3 of the next 4 events leading up to the PGA Championship are signature events, and it starts with the RBC Heritage this weekend at Harbor Links in South Carolina. Justin Thomas, the defending champion. How do we see this week playing out at Harbor Links?
Yeah, I think I saw he was plus 5,000 on the odds, which, I mean, that sounds like a nice little just take it just for the heck of it. But obviously he's just coming off injury from a month or 2 ago. So, but the expectation shouldn't be up there yet. But I mean, he's still playing pretty good. And anytime you win on a course, you have the utmost confidence and just belief in yourself to get the job done again. There's a reason, even when you look at Tiger's heyday, where there was certain courses where he just won 8, 9 times. Just every single year, it seemed like he just would play lights out on certain courses. And some guys have that.
Yeah, and another P-type course, and but this is a short course, and it's also a course where some people win multiple times. Like Matt Kuchar, I think, did it as well. Yeah. Matt Fitzpatrick won there. Not sure if more than once, but we're all we're all excited. I mean, the fact that this tournament is more important now, I
Yeah.
think that also makes like people try harder.
I'm trying to think if it was David Duval or someone back that used to win it like every year. And I think he would come up on his yacht and stay there on his yacht. Do you guys know what I'm
Hey,
talking
So
about?
cool.
Davis Love the third won at five.
Davis Love the third. I think
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking. Yeah.
Yeah, and they let him be part of the reconstruction of the course this past off season. So some of the reconstruction of the greens and bunkers and tree movements and things, he's involved with that. So it is a little bit of a new course that they're going to play this weekend.
That's cool.
And talking about Davis Love, I saw that he's one of the few players that also does like the same movement as Rory with the hips. Like when Rory's like doing the downswing, like his hips open up a lot, but right at this impact zone, his hips go towards the other direction. And I saw that Davis also is one of the few players that has that move, and that's why he hit it so far as well.
It makes sense.
The last 6 champions of this event, all major winners, and that's how the betting looks at it. Favorites look at it too. Scotty Scheffler, the favorite. Then we got Fitzpatrick and Xander Schauffele, the second best odds. How do we see these 3 playing on the course this week?
Yeah, I think it's like we were just talking about. It's awesome that it's a signature event now to get guys right after the Masters like of this name to come. So, I mean, Scotty just almost literally won the Masters. So
Yeah.
he's got a great chance. Fitzpatrick and Schauffele. Schauffele, what was he? He was top 10, I believe.
Mhm.
I'm not sure about Fitzy, but they're all playing lights out. Fitzy had what a win in a second in March, so
Yeah.
they should be the favorites. And I guess it just comes down to how fast they can recoup from maybe the letdown of their expectations they had from the week before.
Yeah, two of my picks, and as Brandon said, it's a contest between riding the momentum or just being exhausted, and we'll see how
Yeah.
fit these guys are.
Let's get right into the picks. Brandon has Russell Henley, Jake Knapp, and Colin Morikawa. All played well at the Masters, all with top 15 finishes. So riding this momentum into this weekend.
Yeah, that I guess it's not they're not too crazy of picks because I'm literally just going off of last week. And
Hey, that's what happens, you know.
yeah, it really does. And I've done pretty good with picks if you do like top 10 because I just ride it from the week before. But not only the week before, but the Sunday before, right? Like Morikawa went on that stretch on the back nine and just I know he's dealing with that back injury, and a lot of times in golf when you have an injury to your back, your lower body, you actually will change your swing up a little bit so you're not hurting yourself. So we kind of started to play more with an armsy swing. Which for some guys that could just totally ruin it and set them back years, but for him it seemed to like really just lock him in and get him into a groove. And Russell Henley, I mean, I've had he was number 3 in the world last year. The guy's a stud. He's a Georgia Bulldog, and he's one of the best iron players that we've seen last decade. And I'm just riding the wave of Jake Knapp. I mean, I got to be right one of these weeks. I pick him.
Yeah, he's finishing top 10 every week.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm riding with you though, Brandon. Colin Morikawa, Jake Knapp. I'm putting Jordan Spieth in there too. He's been playing well lately, and he's won at this course before. So I'm going with those 3. And let's get into some Fernando's picks as well. He talked a little bit about
Jake Knapp.
yeah, all 3 of us have Jake Knapp or Xander or Scotty. So
I think if I was gonna pick somebody else, I would pick Ben Griffin.
Yeah.
And just did not say Jake Knapp again because he played well at the Masters, and I haven't picked him yet this year.
There we go. All right. Well, time is flying by here, Brandon. We're at the 20-minute mark. So quickly before you sign off, just give us a little bit of information for all our live guests tonight about the 19th wheel and Haven Golf real quick.
Yeah, awesome. Well, like I said, thanks for having me, guys. The owner and CEO of the 19th Wheel. We're a mobile golf simulator company, and we do a lot of events all through Florida. For now, we're looking to expand to more states, and so think about going to an indoor golf simulator place. We have that, but essentially we're able to go anywhere and bring the golf party to you. And so I have that. Haven Golf Company is one of my apparel companies that I work with that has been very great to me, and love to rep them. And they've got great gear. Another one that's on there is Avoda irons that I was actually just out with them today doing some filming for them. I'm a little sunburned today, the Florida sun. But great irons. I was playing their new curve technology on their irons. I hit a 4-iron into the wind 245. So I was like, okay, I think there's something with these irons. But so yeah, you could
Wow.
find it all on my personal
And
profile
that's
too.
sea level.
Yeah, I mean it was a little bit of a draw, so that added a little bit extra, right? Um, but yeah, if you look me up on Instagram at bwheeler1723, love talk golf, and also the golf simulator world as well. So thank you guys for having me, and look forward to being back on.
Yeah,
And
in Mexico City, you would hit it like 300 yards.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list to come out there. So
If
let's
you
get it
watch
done.
Live this week, you
Yeah.
see what I'm talking about. Like these guys hit it like 440 yards of the tee.
I know. I remember watching it when the PGA Tour used to go out there, and like Dustin Johnson was hitting 440-yard drives. I'm like, man, this is so cool.
Exactly. That's the
and
Yeah.
fun thing about living here.
Yeah. You come to Florida where it's sea level and like the humidity kills the ball, and you're like, oh man, this is
It humbles you pretty quick. Yeah.
yeah. We get wind gusts though. Like I won't talk too much longer, but I had like a 7-iron go about 210 on me because it gust of wind downwind today. I'm like, that's not
Wow.
the number that I play at all. So it's tough to manage that. But all right, guys, thank you.
we should all have a long drive competition in Mexico City at some point.
Let's do it.
We'll make
We
that
will do it.
happen.
Let's do it. Let's bring the show there.
All right. Yeah, wait. Let's
So,
do it. All right. We'll make it
All right.
happen. All right, Brandon. Appreciate you,
Take
man.
care, guys.
thank you, man.
All right, Fernando, like you already mentioned, you kind of teased it a little bit here. LIV Golf returning after a month-long wait to Mexico City. What are you looking for in LIV Golf Ciudad de Mexico this weekend?
Yeah, finally we're back. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to attend since I'm gonna be out on holidays, but I wish I was there because it's such an exciting event. I've played that course a few times, Club de Gol Chapultepec. I'm actually gonna play there like next month, so it's gonna be fun to play it with faster and firm greens. I know that's not gonna be as firm as Augusta National, but maybe firmer than normal. And I'm very excited to watch the Mexican guys. I mean, Carlos Ortiz, a bit sad after his performance on Augusta, but I think that's probably propelled him towards better concentration, better preparation. And Abe Answer, I saw that he was top 10 in the points list this year. So very excited for Torque, but I think the four aces are again the favorites. AK deserved an invitation to Augusta National, just like Joaquin Niemann. I don't know why they didn't get it, but I think they're gonna be really mad about it, and they're gonna show off a little bit this week.
And we talked about the long drives in Mexico, so it's only fitting that Jon Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau, the two big hitters, are the favorites this weekend, and Tyrrell Hatton, who was the highest finishing LIV golfer at the Masters, so he's in great form as well.
Yeah, I mean it was really amazing to watch Hatton, especially since he didn't play that well 2 of the 4 days, but the other 2 days he played lights out. I mean, he was so close. I mean, he fell off in the end a little bit, but he was just like 2 shots away from winning. And obviously, Ram and Bryson are the heavy hitters, the heavyweights on this league. And I mean, I hope they play well.
Let's get into your Fernando's favorites. You got Joaquin Niemann, who was close to winning the last LIV event. Anthony Kim, who's also won. And then you're going with the good form here with Tyrrell Hatton.
Yeah, I mean, Niemann is defending champion. I've met some people who have played with him since the junior ranks, and even like 10 years ago, they would tell me like, man, you gotta look out for this dude. Like, it's insane. I remember a friend who played with him and he played with Nelly Corda as well, like around at the same time, and he was like talking about both of them so highly, and then a few years later they were both top of the game. So yeah, I mean, AK, I know I've been watching his tape, and he's like trying to get it more on the inside on the takeaway. So we'll see how that swing change works for him. But yeah, they should all play well this week.
I'm with you on Terrell Hatton with the great form from the Masters. I'm also going to put Thomas Dietrich out there. He was just out of that playoff with Raman DeChambeau in South Africa and has had a lot of podium finishes this year. And also, I'll just go with the Mexican golfer on the home soil, Carlos Ortiz.
Yes, man. I love him. He's such a down to earth guy, very chill guy. I personally met his brother Alvaro, and he's also like a phenom and very talented player currently on the Corn Ferry Tour. And obviously, he won the U.S. Amateur, his brother. So they're definitely a very talented family, and it's about time that Carlos wins again on LIV.
Look forward to both tournaments this weekend being at the same time. Lots of golf to watch all over our computer screens, TV screens, wherever we're watching our golf this week. We're excited for DP World Tour returns next week in China as part of their Asian swing. Make sure you like and subscribe for weekly episodes. This was our first live episode. We were live during the second 9 of the Masters on Sunday. So we thank you all who are coming from there to here to see us for the first time live, and everybody watching for the first time live as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button below if you enjoyed this episode, and we'll be back next week for you. Fernando, how was this first live episode?
Yeah, amazing. I wasn't really looking if somebody was commenting in live, but to anyone that's watching, thank you for watching. And if you want to watch like a live commentary, like play, we're going to do it again on the PGA Championship. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you with the recap next week and the preview.
All the majors will be doing the live streams, as Fernando said. Signature events coming up. LIV Golf Mexico City coming up this weekend. Lots of golf to be excited about. We appreciate you all coming in on this Tuesday night to watch. Come back with us next week on Tuesday. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you then.
Vamos.
Vamos.